Yo, it's Kevin Trades. This is my weekly recap and outlook for DAX, the German index. So let's just get straight into it. As you can see, this is the weekly candle. We had a doji candle this week. We opened at what? 24,372 and closed at 24,376. So I would class that as a doji candle. If I go into the daily, you can see this entire week we was just trading inside this daily bullish value up. We had a bearish doji, bearish, bullish. But before I break this down, first things first, always gotta look at the news. This week we had FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday. It's just a meeting minutes, so it didn't really do much. We had flash PMI Thursday 8:30, 1:30 unemployment claims, and then flash services PMI as again at 2:45. And then on Friday, Powell spoke at 3 p.m. and Trump spoke at 6 p.m. But nevertheless, very good opportunity as always. I will be going back to the news to see where we're at. But either way, last week I did say had two ideas, either trading away from this purple box, like, or just trading below it. But you can see the purple box got tapped and it just held as low the week. So yeah, that's nice. This entire week we just ranged quite a lot and just traded towards it until eventually we traded away from it, which is fine. Anyways, nevertheless, coming into Monday, London session, 8 a.m. We had a nice 1 hour drone liquidity, which would have been this low. Yep. At 7 a.m. we had a very good sweep at this high. Pretty sure that just held us high the day, which is fine. London session, good sweep. Came for this 1 hour week low. If I go into the 5 minute, I'm pretty sure it's just a fair value up. Yup. 5 minute fairly up. Got filled fully. 8 a.m. came down, took this low, started reversing at 8:35. I'll draw a line here. That held as low of the day. Could have caught this buy up from this hourly low. Oh, it's actually a 15 minute. Yep. If I draw OT from here now, you can see the reactions here. 8:30 held as low of the day. We came back. Pretty much just ranged the entire day, honestly. We left behind this 15 minute. We filled this in at around New York session. Yeah, New York session filled it in, came down, retested this. This is OT, of course, like from this low. Here. Either way, 8:30 held as low of the day. Expanded higher. This higher time frame OT held all the way up to here. But either way, Monday closed here. Tuesday opened, came down. London session, you could have caught a nice buy up again. This 15 minute liquidity swept. You can see these reactions here. 8:45 holding. Oh. Did 8:45 hold as low of the day? Let's have a look. I think it did, yep. 8:45 held as low of the day. This is a nice buy here. Honestly, if you just wanted to just catch it on the way up from this OTE level, it's not a bad buy up. From here, 0.618. You could have bought this. Draw being across this high. And we came up for OTE from here, but either way, if I just go to the 5 minute, I think we just had a fair value up. Yep, at 9:10. We ranged quite a lot though since open, but either way, 9 a.m. open, big 5 minute candle, no bone make, left behind a fairly up, 9:10, tapped in, all the way gone up to the draw liquidity, took that. Coming to New York session, we started to reverse. High of the day held at New York, I'm pretty sure at 240. Yup, let's have a look. New York session reversal, we had this 15 minute sweep that held as high of the day. Now if I go into higher time frame, you can see here we had quite a lot of things. We had this 4 hour bearish fair value up, huge bearish value up. Of course, we have to tap the order block. We had this huge 4-hour inverse. Going to the hourly, we had this sweep and a break, which is hourly bearish order block. And of course, if I just draw out OTE from here, it was OTE which ran 0.217 on the 4-hour time frame, which is very clean. We're just looking at the 4-hour. It's a very good OT tap. 0.786, perfect or breaker block as well. Pretty clean. Love to see it on the hourly. If I go into zoom in back onto the 5, could have got better trade here. After this sweep and this break on the 5-minute displacement, I think it was on the 15, this displacement candle on the 15, if you just drew OT out from this displacement, you can see we had this tap here, 1, 2, 3, 4 taps. 4 taps. This would have actually just expected it. So again, 2 taps. Side movement around 430 and then just expanded. I'm pretty sure this ran -4, which is a lot. Of course, we came down for this low that we created on Monday, this double hourly low, and then of course the low that we originally drew OT out from. Expanded towards these. Yep. Anyways, that's Tuesday. Wednesday, London session. After we took these lows, you can consider this pool of liquidity being taken. We went for the highs. Of course, if I go to the hourly, week hourly high, draw liquidity. If I go to the 5, you can see quite a lot, literally from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Asian expanded, London manipulated, and then New York's continued expansion, which is pretty fine, pretty good movement. But yeah, no, you could have caught this move up. I'm pretty sure it was just, again, 5-minute bullish fairly up at open. Beautifully respected, beautiful equilibrium tap. Absolutely perfect tap of equilibrium here. Very good fairly ups here, all the way to the drawn liquidity. And then this held as high of the day. If I just go to 15. Yup. That was high of the day. Very good timing. What time was it exactly? Let's find out. Around 10:15. I want to know the exact time. It was actually, yeah, bang on 10:15. From here we tapped OTE. Beautiful tap OTE 11. That run again. -4, of course. That's just OTE from high of the day. New York session. Anyways, New York session 2:30, 15-minute time frame. Expansion lower, of course. We had this beautiful 15-minute fair value gap. We're going to the 4-hour. You can see where we at. We had a very good sweep of this week high because it's a high. So we just expand lower on the 4-hour. It was actually a 4-hour week high as well as an hourly week high. Either way, on the 15-minute, very good reaction here. If I go into the 5, you can see good reactions. We closed 3 p.m. new 4-hour open. Was very clean. I want to see the 1 minute here because this trade was very clean. You can see this wick is disgusting. Probably took our low stops. We gap down here on the 1 minute. Price came up, filled the gap as it always does, and then just expanded lower until reversing. Low of the day actually just held 809. I will draw this out, and this OTE just held. Let's see the distractions. But you know, you could have still caught this move down to OTE. You can see these reactions here where price expanded lower. This 5-minute got filled in completely, expanded lower. OTE got tapped at originally 3:15, 3:30, 3:50, and then 4 p.m. you can see we had a huge displacement up. Showing price don't want to go low anymore. And then we kind of just reversed all the way back up to this. Literally just went sideways. Disgusting accumulation for the rest of the day. But you know, that was Wednesday. Coming to Thursday, we had this nice strong liquidities here, right here. Nice expansion up. We did not take this high. Did we? Nope. I want to see this actually in the 1 minute. That is disgusting. But orders probably still got filled up here because this is high spread hour, like 4 a.m. So it kind of did its job. Either way, got respected. That held us high the day. What's that? 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 3:45. That would have been a draw. Coming to Thursday, price finally hit the purple box. London session, I'm pretty sure it was just clean continuation. 1 hour bearish rally up here, big rally up here. This beautiful 30-minute inverse right here. This 30-minute inverse was absolutely beautiful. Disrespected, respected here, filled in completely. Could have top ticked right from here. Where is it? Here it is. Up bang on 850. Came down. Beautiful movement all the way down. Took this low. Tapped the purple box at 12:47. That held as low of the day. But coming to New York session, we just reacted beautifully off this blue box. Let's see what we did. New York session Thursday. After we took this blue box, it was just a forward order block. Beautiful tap in here. You can see 11 a.m. candle closed doji showing indecision. The next 4 a.m. that forward candle opened. 4 hour, not 4 a.m. Forward candle open, leaving up fairly up. But we came for not even any highs. Still yet to take this high, which was London high. Actually edged it twice. Would have been a nice draw for Friday. But no, this was a very good manipulation. Once this 3 a.m. I keep saying 3 a.m. 3 p.m. candle opened, you can see this sweep here. Let me get rid of this so you can see it. New York open on Thursday. Swept this, respected this 5-minute bullish rally up. Swept this low, swept this big low. Displacement candle up, break structure here. 3 p.m. open. Expanded all the way up to these highs, weak highs. Tapped OTE from this zone. Came back down. If I go to the 15, you can see we didn't really sweep nothing. Instead, we just tapped OTE from here. Reversed down. Forward closed. And then we just went sideways for the next 8 hours, which is fine. We left behind this forward bullish rally up, which got respected. If I go to the hourly, you can see this beautiful 1 hour bullish rally up, respected beautifully on Friday. And then we had this nice little RTO here, which was low the day at 7:30. This was also a very good OTE tap from this low. Let's see this reaction on the 5-minute. Michael Corsi, thank you very much. Let's have a look. This was a beautiful OTE tap here. Low of the day, 7:42, perfectly timed. Low of the day. London session, you could have just caught this nice buy up at 8:40. Around OT level, I think it was 786. Yes. I think it was clean on the 5. Yes. Just tapped this one out bullish rally up on the 40 past 5-minute inverse. And then we expanded straight for these draws. Of course, we got a reverse after taking them. Filling in 15-minute bullish rally up, 15-minute inverse. Wow, this inverse is clean. And then we had Powell speaking. We had a bunch of news, but genuinely his price just moves based on price action. News is just how do I phrase this? Volatility. It's just money in the market. So we can go over like PMI on Thursday at 245 and 130. 130, let's have a look. 245. We had this move manipulation. It's just manipulation. This news move was a manipulation. Then the rail move happened. At 130, we didn't really do much. We just spiked up, came back down. You know, just depends. 3 p.m. Friday we'll have a look at. But yeah, there wasn't really that much news. Me and Minutes did absolutely nothing. But yeah, no. And let's have a look at 8:30. What did 8:30 do on Thursday? Again, not really much. Okay, either way, Friday, that was learning session. Coming to New York session. Amazing buys, of course, towards draw liquidities. Beautiful 15-minute bullish rally up. Beautiful candles here off of these inverses, bullish rally ups, hourly rally ups. 5 minute, let's have a look. Again, New York open, 5 minute rally up respected. Big 5 minute candles showing buys and control. Straight to draws on liquidity, which would have been, if I go into the hourly, this was a Wyckoff schematic. It's just a bunch of stuff here. Boom, 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 boom. This was a Wyckoff schematic. Draw would have been this high. If I go into the 30 minute, it might be way more cleaner. This is an oversold swing. Oversold, automatic rally, secondary test, test, purge, return to origin. Draw would be this high. You can see this move here is very clean. After tapping order block, of course, on the purge. And also this was OTE on the RTO. Very strong, very clean. But that was this week's price action. Very good. I mean, apart from the fact we accumulated the majority of the week, it was actually very clean. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, good price action. Coming to next week though, I am more lenient towards buys purely because this actually got respected. This got respected. The issue I have is obviously Monday getting swept. That was a good sweep. You can see this got swept and Monday high got swept. But that could just be orders getting taken to come back down and then go back up, which is fine. I do reckon even if we are going higher, we probably still have to tap this bullish fair value up. Question is how deep. That is the question. I am thinking. Let's have a look. I am just thinking. It's either gonna tap. Question is how deep, right? Let's delete this box. Draw liquidity for the buys would just be these highs. I want buys from. I'm gonna put 2 levels. I might put 3. This would be a draw liquidity actually. I'll put this as a draw liquidity. It might get taken really soon, but I reckon we're gonna retrace first. If this daily failure gets disrespected after all of this, like let's just say Monday opens and we come down, I will be more lenient on sells because of this sweep. This sweep's kind of strong. Obviously showing indecision on the weekly as well. But I am mostly just biased on buys from what we seen last week. My idea for next week though, I want buys from around. I will put levels. 230 is a good level. 24330. Now I will talk about why in a second, and then let's have another one. 270. This one's kind of lower. I might even have 3 actually, cause like when it expands higher, we could come down, tap, and then go higher. That's what I'm thinking. Or we could go reverse, like retrace, sorry, and then go higher. I will delete this. The only way this becomes a draw is if we take these lows. So I'll keep it there. And this one even. This one's pretty far. I should delete this. There's no use for this one. I think I had that one on for long last week. Okay, I'm happy with them two. I'm gonna put one last one at, what was that, 240? Where did I just see? I think 240. 240. Sure. These are all buying levels. The only way I will delete this. But yeah. I'm happy with that. Thing is, these two are pretty close together. 240 and 240. But that's fine. I'm happy with that. I will delete this. Actually, I'll put it lower. You know what, I'll delete it. I'll make it white. I'll just delete it. Yeah, but that's it. This is the projection for next week. I'm looking for buyers. I want price to come down, tap these levels, and go higher. As always, keep it clean and simple. That was the DAX recap. See you next week. These are my levels. These are my drawn liquidities. See you next week.